are back with another episode of Lunch and Learn. I'm Brittany,
I'm Alex.
and we are back with some lunch. Alex, what are you eating over there?
Well, I think I get more of a snack than a lunch. I've been feeling really snacky. So what I have is a ostrom stick, a meat stick, in a nice little convenient package, and a little mix of crackers and chocolate macadamia nuts. Because
Very.
cho chocolate is life. You gotta have it daily. And then a nice big iced coffee because it's Friday. We gotta power through it.
I hear you. We didn't even talk about this ahead of time, but I'm also very much in a snacky mode over here. And mine looks like the saddest thing you've ever seen, but it's so good, guys. Like it is like this little sushi setup. Like it looks really sad, but hear me out.
That's not
These are
sad.
these are like egg white wraps. I don't know if you all have ever seen these. Um, I'm not paid to sponsor them, even though we should be. Um, they're made out of egg whites. They look like a tortilla, but they're egg whites. There's 5 grams of protein in each one of them. And I put peanut butter inside and then a banana, and they're so good. And I cut them up like little sushi bites. Delicious. I'm here for it.
Yeah, that doesn't
Um,
sound sad. That sounds balanced. You got your protein, your carbs, and your fats.
yeah, it's great.
Look at
I love
you.
it. Love it. Um, so, we're here today to talk about supplements.
Ooh.
All about the supplements. We get this a lot. Like people want to know all about supplements. Like what do they need to take? How much do they need to take? Like I feel like we will just start working with someone and they want to take all the supplements. They want to spend
Yeah,
all the money on all the things. So, we got a couple questions. You ready for it?
I'm ready. Let's start them.
All right. So Alex, do you need to take them? Um, let's just start there. Do you need to take supplements? Like the average person working with you as a client. Hit
That's a
me.
great
Do you need
question.
to take
Yeah,
them?
I would say absolutely not. Supplements are not needed. I don't know if you guys have ever seen different nutritional pyramids. Not the ones that we saw back in the 90s where it's telling you to eat your carbs, your proteins, and your fats, but more so there's a nutrition pyramid on the high, I might I might butcher this word. Words are not my friend. Hierarchy? Yeah, hierarchy
Yeah.
of like the importance of what you should be focusing on, where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. And supplements are usually at the very tippy top. Not saying that at the top means it's what you need to be focusing on. It's at the top and in a smaller portion because you really don't need them. It's like if you have all of your bases covered and you're still not necessarily reaching your goals, maybe introducing some kind of supplement or, of something along that nature. So, no, it's not really needed. You can get so much done or reach your goals by just focusing on what you're eating and your daily habits. Absolutely. What do
Agreed.
you, yeah, you agree?
Yeah. Yeah. Like what we don't need to focus on this. Like do the big things. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and I find supplements are kind of expensive, so why not spend that money on food, and different lifestyle habits, and then you end up, not having to spend that money. So yeah, that's my stance. You don't necessarily need them.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, but we like supplements. We're in this world that we kind of like supplements. So, if you were to recommend a supplement, what is one supplement you generally would recommend?
Yeah. If we're in a place where we really, supplements are meant to supplement, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we're at a point where we need some help and we need a boost, the one time I find that it's really helpful, more often than not, is with protein. We
Mm.
know we've talked about how protein, a few episodes back, I think several times throughout this series, we've talked about how helpful and important protein is. So a protein supplement is one time that I do find more often than not it's needed. So, a really high quality protein supplement, whey protein, if you're okay with animal products, whey protein is great. If you would like to stay away from whey from animal products, then go for a high quality pea protein. Um, that is the time I see most people are using a supplement is with protein. And, a few episodes ago, everyone laughed and said it's 5 o'clock somewhere, because I started with my protein shake. Like I use a
Mm-hmm.
protein supplement a lot to help with my protein goals. That's okay. Yeah, so I think a protein supplement's the one time we use it pretty
Yeah,
often.
I agree. Even though I do believe that you can get all your needs from whole food sources, I do supplement with a vegan protein every single day, and I find it just super convenient to consume post workout. I shouldn't say every single day. The days that I work out, I find it where I generally like to utilize that, and it just helps me get in some quick protein right post workout to help with recovery and then calm down some of my hunger. A lot of times I feel really hungry after a workout, so that just helps me get to my next meal. So yeah, but you mentioned something that I want to clarify. You kept saying high quality. So what are some things that maybe we want to look at when we think high quality? Is it something on the nutrition label, ingredient list? Kind of what is something that we could generally look at for that?
Yeah, so like when you're looking at a supplement, and the supplement industry is not super regulated, unfortunately. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so when you're looking for a high quality supplement, you really want to make sure that the ingredients are clearly listed and that they are things that you recognize. When you're looking at the ingredients, you want to make sure that there's not a lot of fillers. That's something that is a red flag. If there are a lot of added ingredients, a lot of fillers, we want to stay away from that, especially a lot of artificial sweeteners, if that's something that is, important to you to stay away from. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
these supplements will have a lot of artificial sweeteners, a lot of dyes, and just fillers in there that we don't want. We want to stay away from that. Um, High quality ingredients are important if we're going to put that into our body as a supplement to help us. We're all here doing this to optimize our health and optimize our nutrition. So, um, adding something that is of lower quality is, not helping us reach those goals, right?
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, high quality, something that is third party vetted.
Oh,
Um,
yes. Smart.
yeah, that is absolutely something that we're looking for. What's something that you look for when you're?
When I'm choosing a supplement, yeah. So when I'm
Mm-hmm.
choosing a supplement, especially like a protein powder, I do look for that third party testing um, or a sort of some kind of seal like NSF approved, or
Mm-hmm.
what's that other one? Like, I think it's called good G I'm terrible at acronyms. Good. I think it's GMP, Good Manufacturing Practices. And so
Mm-hmm.
what that means is that especially that NFS certified, it's just stating that what is on the label is actually what's in the product. It's been tested through third parties. You're not going to get any kind of tainted supplement. And this is really important if you're an athlete that is, you might be drug tested at some point, or even in, I don't think most jobs really care what's in your supplements. But, if you're an athlete and going to be drug tested, you want to make sure that what you're taking is actually what is in the bottle and you're not going to be surprised. So that's stuff I look for. And then a very short not nutrition list, ingredient list.
Yep.
So if the ingredient list is a mile long, I know there's probably a ton of things in there that I don't necessarily need. That's going to probably mean there's a lot of fillers, a lot of dyes, a lot of just junk. And so I try to keep look for a protein that has very short lists, like maybe 5, 6, 7 ingredients at most, just like I would any other food that I'm consuming on a regular basis. I want to match my supplements to the quality of food that I'm consuming, so that way I'm actually getting my bang for my buck through that supplement. So that's something that I look for on the nutrition list or the label or the bottle or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Like keep it simple. Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and like, what do you think about, like, so we talked about protein. What's
Mm-hmm.
another supplement? Like if you were to think something else that would really help optimize health for most people if they were to take another supplement.
Yeah, so this is a good one and a good question. And what I would recommend aside from protein to help with protein goals is creatine. And the reason for that is that I do think that most individuals can consume or can supplement with creatine, whether you're a man or a woman. Um, supplementing with creatine can help with so much out there. It can help with not just improving your muscle mass and your strength over time, but there's been some studies that have shown that it can improve with overall brain health. So some certain neurological diseases, or maybe delay those diseases from occurring, or kind of aid from, from those things occurring. So it's not necessarily just a sport specific supplement, but it's a general health supplement that I think a lot of us can consume, unless you're consuming like a pound of beef every single day, where you can naturally get creatine through your diet. I think adding this in on a regular basis can be so huge. And what is really cool about creatine, it's actually, don't quote me, I think it's like one of the most researched supplement out there. So it's been tested, it's been vetted, it's been looked at in many different avenues to see how the supplement can benefit. And time again, it's showing benefit after benefit after benefit. So including that in your supplement regimen, I think can be very useful. And it's not necessarily something that you see a benefit like overnight. You can probably take it and the next day you're like, well, I didn't feel any different, maybe this isn't working for me. It's something that you have to consistently and regularly take every single day, because it's a supplement that helps shuttle nutrients into your muscle cells, and those nutrients in your muscle cells help you eventually lift maybe one more rep or two more reps, so that one or two extra reps over time is going to help you build more strength, more muscle. So it's a kind of a longevity, like you got to take it for a while. And I typically don't see a lot of like side effects with this. There might be a little bit of water retention, just because those nutrients in the cell do require water, but other than that, it's not something that I generally see like a lot of negative impacts from.
Agreed. There's more and more research about creatine. You're right, it is the most well researched supplement. Um, and all of the, kind of old school idea of, pre, front loading it, that idea is
Yeah.
gone. Now it's like, you know, take 5 grams a day and, keep that consistently going. So yeah, I agree. That would be my other recommendation. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So any like parting kind of thoughts here with supplements before we wrap it up?
Yeah, I know we kind of kept it short, and we did say that supplements are not needed, but we did, cover that there are a couple that we definitely recommend. But in general, you really don't need a lot of supplements. I'd say that if you are really interested to supplement or make sure that you have all of your nutritional needs met, maybe going and get some kind of blood panel done to test out your different vitamins and mineral levels to see, okay, maybe I am actually deficient in vitamin D because I live in North Dakota that doesn't see any kind of sun, those type of things where you're not necessarily going outside. So maybe something like that could be a benefit. And so I always promote test, not guess. So if you're really interested in determining if you need something more, go get some tests done and determine exactly what are the vitamins and minerals or supplements that you specifically need, not what Karen needs or what John needs, but what you need. And then, take it for a period of time until your levels are leveled out or in a good level. Um, but yeah, that's my take on it. Do you have any final parting thoughts?
I love that. Test, not guess. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I think, when it comes to supplements, it's like a lot of things with nutrition. It's, we jump into things with all the right ideas and, we really want to just do all the things and we need to scale back oftentimes and just focus on the big things first. Um, I don't want people spending extra money and energy on things that they don't really need. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I want people to focus on the big things. Eat your protein, rest, get 8 hours of sleep at night first. Do those big things first. When you have all of that dialed down, then we could do these extra things. Um,
Yeah.
I want you sleeping well, and I want you focused on eating most of your diet from whole foods and maximizing your recovery. Once you've got that dialed down, then if you think you need an extra supplement to take you to the next level, then we can focus on that. Yeah.
I completely agree. I like that. Focus on the big things. Something that I say is focus on the big rocks. So the fastest way to fill up a bucket is big rocks. Supplements are sand. So if you just focus on the supplements and try to fill up your bucket with little granules, it's going to take forever to get to where you're going. So focus on those big rocks and you'll make it far. So I agree. Food, sleep, movement.
Yeah. Supplements are sand. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, I think with that, we can call it. So thank you guys so much, and we will see you next week.
Yeah. See you
All right.
guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.